Have you ever ventured in a job that you didn't want to do before? That could take on a lot or take out a lot out of you. It may even cause you to self-talk yourself through it, depending on how needy you feel and desperate you are to take that next step forward. There are jobs out there who you just would not even dream of doing in a nightmare, but you boot up every morning and do it anyways, to the point where you tend to get to be used to the circumstances and situations involved in what's required for that specific job. It's not fun to swallow your pride all the time, but without suffering there is no fruit, and so you learn to make sacrifices. I mean, before you walk, you gotta learn how to crawl, and so it is for the most of human history, really. I mean, without getting too much of a grand scale, because we all know how hard it is and how tough it is nowadays. Fulfilling of your calling is what you want to be recognizing in your life. There's jobs before that you walked into and would stay there for years and years and years, just because you have no idea of what it is you are to be doing in this life. And through crawling by superior demands of bosses and learning how to converse and lifting yourself up to to tackle challenges despite what hierarchy you may face in a shop floor, and you may not be the most experienced guy there is out there, starting out wherever you start out at your first job. I mean, every industry has that hierarchy system, and it's whether it's a physical job or a mental job. I mean, submitting to your superiors is what your point basis is, point A, that you can swallow your pride and learn and grow from there, however slow the process is. You will understand by asking the right questions about how do you actually elevate even in the lowest of circumstances. You can be mopping the shop floor for 4 years and get nowhere. But the beauty of that is, if you take on accountability and responsibility and acknowledging what actions you do take in the workplace, you begin to gain insight, because that's the point where the light bulb begins to switch on, and you understand that your suffering and daily sacrifices begin to take shape, and you bear fruit that you benefit, fruit that wakes you up and say, hey, I'm feeling good today. The job is still crap, but the output is good, so the results are good. And these are the many things that will shape your agendas, and you begin to develop a sense of purpose. You begin to develop a vision drawn from your convictions that you come across and recognize daily when meeting and dealing with people, whether they're higher than you or you begin to elevate yourself with the same workmates that you worked with for many years. That's when you birth vision, and you understand and shape and form yourself, molded into the calling that you are coming into. And without vision, the people perish. Timeless words of Solomon, the richest man that ever lived. You can break down the difference in economic value, but when someone speaks wisdom, it has the financial backing and reputation and respect and acknowledgement that people have been written about, then you must surely be sure that they talk based on experience and facts. So when you feel like, okay, today, you say to yourself, now is not the time, today is not the day that I can man up to this, whatever. Understand that the fact that you're acknowledging that means that you actually do care about what it is that you do, and you show up, maybe not, if not the next day, the day after. And fulfilling of your calling, once you begin to ask yourself these questions, asking questions that bring you elevation, you begin to understand that, where there's a calling, there's a provision. So you use that as leverage and rise above your situation, your circumstances, and your job nature, really. And you might not like what you do at first, but making the right sacrifices and being slapped in the face and turning the other cheek may mean that it's your opportunity for growth and expansion. And people will see this, that within you is a sense of purpose, that you're looking for a higher learning, a higher meaning, and a higher sense of purpose. And it's contagious, and it will create a positive and impactful ripple around wherever you may be, wherever you may go.